Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here with me. Please remember this is a collective read. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what resonates and don't manifest the rest. My name is Lori, if you don't know that already. My little dog around here is Toby. Let us get right into the message and see what Spirit has for us this afternoon. What storyline would you like to share with the collective? Spirit, what storyline would you like to share with the collective? Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. All right. All right, in the central energy. In the central energy, you've got the Six of Wands. Public recognition. There is a victory here. So you've got something going on in your life. You have been recognized for it. Could be coming into some kind of a promotion or a reward. In the challenge position. In the challenge position, you've got the high priestess is here, and then this devil is codependent on this high priestess. So this devil is codependent on this high priestess. That's a challenge. They're very destructive and attached, addicted to the high priestess. In the subconscious, the Five of Wands. Competition. The devil is in competition with the high priestess. So you got this, and this is those misogynists. These are those misogynist masculines. You can't produce anything by themselves. They have to suck off the knowledge and the mystery of this high priestess in order to manifest anything. They were in competition with her. They wanted to destroy her, trap her, keep her here, and siphon off of her and dress up in the energy and pretend that they were that. In the recent past, you've got the Six of Swords, transition, moving on. This relationship is ending. You're releasing the baggage, high priestess. You've got a victory over this competition. Intentions, expectations, Two of Swords. Difficult decisions, a deadlock. There could be a stalemate, some kind of a stalemate. In the near future. In the near future, you've got the Chariot. A victory, another victory, and forward movement. The victor is moving forward here. In the lens that's being looked through, is a Five of Swords. There could be somebody may have been defeated. Whoever this devil is, they could have gotten defeated, because I'm reading it for you, honey. Divine Feminine, the her, the she. In the environment, in the environment, you got the sun, a rebirth. You got your vital force, you got your shine on, you're doing well. Hopes and fears. In the hope section, Four of Swords. So you're recovering, you're recuperating, you're planning for the future. You're emerging from the battle, taking a breather. You're the sun here. And the outcome, Spirit, what's the outcome? The outcome, King of Cups. A diplomatic and tolerant leader, emotionally balanced. But what's wonderful about this is that he can feel. He's not like one of these narcissist misogynists, you know, who doesn't care about anything. He actually feels, which is good. And he's got all this bright, sunny energy. Ooh, and somebody's in a tower. Somebody is in a tower over your reward, over your Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So there is this Nine of Pentacles here, King of Pentacles, Empress, nurturing mother figure, manifesting a completion of this cycle. And there is this Queen of Pentacles, which could be a protectress, a mother figure. You may be a mother figure, Queen of Pentacles, because you've got the, what is that? The Empress. Look at this. You could be here on all of your personas, you know. There's a tower because you are coming into your reward. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Empress, the Magician, manifesting a completion of this Ten of Wands. A heavy burden is being done over with. You've got a protectress here, or a nurturing mother figure who's putting together harmonious communities and reunions. Look at that. Freedom and marriage, determination and courage. Yeah, hard work pays off. And the Queen of Cups is here, very strong in this negotiation contract, negotiating for these lovers here. Somebody's out in the cold. But you got a bunch of stuff going on here because there's all kinds of love connections being made. The Empress. High Priestess. The Empress is a High Priestess, and the devil's been trying to bury her. But she rose up and got a victory here. Leaving the baggage behind and moving on. There's this King of Cups, and I don't know, it could be all the same folks. Okay, so you got religion. You got a victory over this religion or whatever it was that they were doing, worshiping this entity here and trying to present as you in your energy, this sacred divine wisdom keeper. Yeah, so you've got a victory, public recognition. There's a promise here. So you've got a promise. You've got a new promise. There's a challenge here that this High Priestess, this divine feminine, is being hounded. There's some kind of an attachment. Somebody wants to stay attached to this High Priestess who is service. They want to stay attached. This devil wants to continue taking part in the High Priestess's services. They want access to her services. They don't want to let her go. They've been wearing her energy, using her services and her gifts, presenting as her while she was in this battle here for her life. No peace, no peace. You've been promoted. You got a promise of a promotion. You've been elevated. High Priestess, Empress. Somebody's not having any peace. You're moving on. This relationship is ending, High Priestess. With this devil, you're leaving it on. You're leaving it, moving on. They're addicted to you. You've got a visitation. Somebody might be trying to visit. You're moving on. You're leaving it behind. Somebody might want to visit you. There's difficult decisions to be made. Some choices. There could be that they're expecting to be stuck at a crossroads with no real way to go. Yeah, this vain person has to make some difficult decisions because this relationship is ending. They might want to try to visit you. They might want to try to astral travel, remote view, invade your environment, monitoring spirits and whatnot. Yeah, so there's some difficult decisions to be made by this vain person, or this vain person could be stuck at a crossroads. You've got a victory here. Again, there's victories out here twice for this High Priestess. This being of service. This devil wants to, they're codependent on your services. And it's time. It's time for you to leave. It's time for you to get in your chariot and move on. These ones have abused you long enough. They have used you long enough. They have pretended that you were trash while they were dressed up in your high energy here and pretending that they were this abundant service person, but they were just this devil prancing around like they're God's chosen one or something, and they hate this High Priestess. The hers, the wisdom, the connections to the source of all the divine feminine. They were fighting with them, trying to strip them of their peace, but they've gained a victory over it and a promise. There's a defeat here. In this conflict, these vain people, they've been defeated, and it was prophesied. It was part of the prophecy. In the environment, you've got the vitality, the sun, the rebirth here. For the High Priestess Empress, the Divine Mother. She who actually nurtures, cares for, uplifts, regenerates, heals, brings to life souls. Perfection. The sun is here, so all is well. You've handled this perfectly. You're seen as though you handled this perfectly. Pillar of light just came to mind. Pillar of light is what you are. Perfection. Perfection. Every little thing is just right. You could not have done more. You did the right thing. Stop being so hard on yourself. In the hopes and fears, you're making plans for the future with this Four of Swords here. You could be spending some time alone. You could be meditating. You might be getting in touch with yourself. You're recovering from this mess. Driver. You're recovering from this driving, being driven, this battle. King of Cups. King of Cups. You're balanced and emotionally. Leader. King of Cups is a leader. King of Cups is a leader. He's got in the sun energy. There's a rebirth here. His foes have been defeated. Look, you've got defeat here with that defeat here. It was prophesied. In the central energy here, you've got victory, public recognition, and a promise. And in the near future, you've got the chariot, victory, and a journey. It's time for you to go places. Academics. So we've got the teachings of this wise guy. This wise guy was using teachings against the Evermores to try to steal their home. But you survived this religious foe doing something for entertainment. They thought it was real funny trying to take you out and take your stuff. But you self-preserved. You preserved yourself. You were able to survive. And there's an absence of addiction. You don't have any addictions. This kin was trying to say you did. They were presenting as you, using the spirits, or they were trying to send spirits to disrupt you. Your self-care, you're a self-care giant. You're a self-care giant, and you are seen as that because you were seen with all this horseplay that was going on, and you self-carried your way right through it, and you rose up through it, High Priestess. This devil is challenged by you because you're the one who provides the services, and they're addicted to you. You're getting forgiveness here. You could be entering a role of teacher, teaching what was it that you did to overcome this severe challenge. This ancestry is getting a message about the spiritual throne and your purpose of privilege and the compass that you're going to have, the pathway. You're getting justice. Love is getting justice. There's justice for love. There's justice for these leaders that love. They're very creative. They're having a defense, or they were able to defend themselves, and they're being congratulated. So there's that. So you've got a victory here. Public recognition. You're on your horse. Everybody's checking it out. There's earlier, it was the downfall. Downfall. You know, I thought that they were talking about generating a false storyline regarding your downfall. But I think what they're talking about is putting together their own scribed notes, you know, in some kind of order. They weren't figuring that they was going to experience a downfall, but they did. They did. The devil is, people did. You've got a victory here, High Priestess. You've got a new promise here. This devil is challenged because you are the High Priestess, and you are the one that provides these services, and they're addicted to your energy. They're addicted to your gifts. They're codependent. They don't have anything without you. And you didn't want to be there. They had to trap you. You didn't want to do what they were doing. Look, you've got a new promised destiny. Oh, that's so wonderful. Victory. Bravo. And you know what I like? Check it out. There's like a wreath. There's like a Christmas wreath on that wand. There's a Christmas wreath on it. Like 'tis the season. In this present moment, you've got a promise of a destiny. Your destiny is promised to you. You're victorious. They cannot take it from you. The challenge is that this High Priestess has the sacred wisdom. This sacred wisdom keeper is got this devil who's addicted to the energy and the services that she provides, that they stole, that they've tried to take again. Look, and they're feeling overwhelmed and they're stressed out because the High Priestess is here providing these services, and they're codependent on it. They're codependent on it. Your destiny is promised, High Priestess. this devil wants it, but they're feeling overwhelmed. The stress is overwhelming them. It's draining them. Their values were all about money, and see, their values are all about money, and yours is divine and sacred wisdom, sacred connection. It's like this beautiful union with life and mystery, and they just want money. They're so shallow, and the riches come from being so intimately connected with the all that is. They don't want to connect with the all that is. They just want what you have. So in the subconscious here, you've got the Five of Wands. So there's competition. There's no peace for this chaser. So so there's a rivalry. There was no peace for you. They tried to strip you of your peace. And this chaser doesn't want to chase you anymore. You're leaving this relationship behind. You're releasing that baggage. Reunion. There could be a visitation. Somebody might be coming in to visit you. Could be. Maybe this vain person is getting a visitation by he or she or the family tree that is coming together here for this High Priestess and King of Cups leader. There's stagnation here for vanity. They're at a crossroads. They don't know what to do. Could be they're stuck. They made mistakes. They can't right their wrongs. And in the near future, it's time for you to get aboard that chariot and leave. To go. You're in control and you're departing. Ooh, it's almost time to go. It's almost time to go. Unappreciated. They didn't appreciate you. You are leaving behind those that did not appreciate you. They wanted to brutalize you and drain you of everything. And the sad thing about it is they're not gentle about it. They pull it out of you and it hurts. They weren't even gentle with you. They didn't care one bit about your comfort or your security. They really wanted to undo you. And they've been defeated here. It was prophesied that they would lose. This vain person here. Broken in the reverse. You're not broken. They couldn't break you, High Priestess. They could not break you. Earlier today also, I got the message that both of them went through. And they went through all of the hurdles, all of the obstacles. They climbed up out of all the fiery pits. They walked through the valley of the shadow of death and all of that brutality and all of that shame and blame and guilt that they had to transmute and carry with them. They came out of it as victors. Victory, victory. And now they're going. Somebody wants to have a conversation. They want to hear each other's voice. There is a rebirth. All is well. They've got their vitality. They handled this perfectly. They've handled this perfectly. And it's time. It's time. Look, we got time. It's time. This is in the environment. It's time. It's too late for them to take any action. It's time for this to shift. It's time for you to get into your chariot and go. You're making plans for the future. You've got driver. So you're making plans for the future. How are you going to... So you're a leader, King of Cups, leading from the heart. Driver. So you're the new driver. It's like you're the one who won the connections to source, the collective field of awareness It's like you have kicked out all of the infiltrators that were getting into people's minds and stealing all of their good ideas and then blocking any success for them. So now you're the new driver, it looks like. And you're recovering, you're making plans for the future. You got the reins. You're the leader. You're in this leadership position. So driving third parties. You're making plans on how you're going to drive the third parties. They got to learn their lesson. They want forgiveness. It's time for them to be driven now, like they were driving you, and you're making plans on how you're going to do that. You are in a leadership position over the shadow side. Check it out. So King of Cups. You have, you're emotionally balanced. You lead with the heart, right? Yeah, you're in this leadership position. So you are a leader, and you are the leader of the shadow side. Like you are in control of it. You have dominated it. You have dominated the shadow which tried to swallow you whole. This devil. You're now in control of it. You're the leader of it. They have to do what you say. Or they want to. Or they want to. Maybe they like you better than what they had before. I don't know. But it looks like there's leadership here. You're compassionate and you're kind. So those who are stuck in the shadows, which is going to be where these people are, they're going to be, there's like a set of rules, right? Kind of like you had in the previous cycle, these religious people trying to guide people through their religion. And we're going a different route this time. And this King of Cups is making plans, and there's hope. They never gave up hope for being with this High Priestess look. And there is forgiveness here between them. So whatever happened between you two, it's over. There's disagreements. You know, people wish that you understood how they feel about, and maybe they want to get in and get frisky with you or something. They don't know what to do. They need money. So they're going to try to come in and use sex to lure you into some kind of an agreement. But they want to have a conversation, but they miss their opportunity. They miss their opportunity to talk to you, and they're hurting from the damages that they've caused. And still, this prideful, egotistical person is daydreaming about being you, and they want to mend this connection. But they have been found guilty, and they're being held back from irreplaceable love and connections because they're liars regarding soul ties. And there's an understanding of this. They lie on the people that they get connected to so that they can get more for themselves. They don't care. They're not faithful. They're not honest. They're not truthful. They were unsatisfied with the love and the commitment that they had. So they destroyed it. They didn't want love. They wanted to F it up and laugh about it because there's no love in them. But they sabotage themselves, and now they're really feeling your absence. They are not covered by you. So guess what? They're getting reciprocity. All those habitual patterns of nastiness, all those secrets. It's all out in the open. People are talking about it. It's coming back on them. They're reflecting on what it is. They're low vibrational. They want to run away. It's an unexpected outcome, and they've been found unworthy of being in loving, responsible unions. They're unworthy. They're in regret. They wish it had never happened. You're entering a new chapter. They're confused because there's unfinished business here regarding the truth. The truth has them getting detached, and they're going to experience neglect. They're getting detached because they neglected you. They put you in solitary confinement. You escaped. They're getting detached. They will experience neglect. They will have to deal with it all alone. And they'll be looking for an escape, or they're trying to escape right now. It says, I left when things got hard. So they didn't care. They decided to take the easy route. They didn't want to become a Hierophant. They didn't want to become an emperor. They wanted to take the easy route and suck the goodness right out of this divine feminine, dress up in it and say it was them. But they're not. They don't have that. That's why they need the divine feminine, because the gifts and the connections and all of this wisdom comes with the divine feminine. It's not in them. And they were jealous. So they decided to just bury her and then drain her, you know, forever and ever and ever, and dress up a doppelganger and say that that was her, but didn't work out. It didn't work out. The high priestess rose up and has a victory here and a promise of a destiny, a reunion. They're in their boat. They're going on. They're going on. There could be a visitation. Maybe there has been in the recent past. Maybe there will be. Those third parties that destroyed family units and generational wealth with the family trees and all of that, now it's their turn to learn a lesson. Maybe they'll get driven right into responsibility. Maybe they'll get driven right into the need to care. Look, broken. You didn't break any of your promises. You did not break any of your promises, High Priestess. Even while you suffered this devilish, codependent toxicity, they stripped you of your peace and brought rivalry to your core, but you still kept all your promises to the divine. You kept your promises to the Most High. This codependent toxic person is addicted to your energy and to the services that you provide. The stress from this is draining them. You didn't break any of your promises. You kept servicing them. You kept being kind. And now they're drowning. They're going under. You didn't refuse to service them. You served them faithfully. You did not break any of your promises in this conflict, even while they were stripping you of your peace, chasing after you and your life, your destiny, this dark side business. So they're being very petty and childish. It could be that they don't have any peace now. They don't have peace. They're lacking peace. The chaser doesn't want to chase you anymore. They're feeling childish. You're moving on. You're in the Six of Swords boat. The relationship with this childish crap is ending. You're reunited with your divine love. There is a visitation here. Neglect. Not paying attention to what's important. Decide what's truly worth spending time on. So we've got neglect here. So yes, there's a visitation, or there could be a visitation of neglect. Two of Swords here. There's a crossroads. Somebody's at a stalemate. They don't know what to do. This vain person made mistakes. They neglected you. They haunted you. This visitation, let's look that up real quick, because this to me speaks of spirits, you know, coming in, vampires, draining your energy, you know, coming on in, saying, hello, what's the taste of stuff you got there now? UVW, visitation. Yeah. Do the hairs on the back of your neck bristle? Do you break out in goosebumps? Do you hear murmuring, see images in your mind's eye, or even receive olfactory calling cards, such as the unmistakable scent of flowers, perfume, pipe smoke, or a wet dog? You're not alone. You're not alone here. It could be that you're not alone. You and your other, the both of you walked through the valley of the shadow of death. You walked through it and you came out the other side as victors. And it could be that you're never alone. You never really are alone. And it could be that you're not alone in this neglect. That both of you dealt with it. Both of you experienced it. Both of you walked this pathway that was very difficult from this devil. They tried to bury both of you, but both of you came out of it. And now this vain person or vanity, those who are vain, they don't know what to do. They made mistakes. You got free. You got free. They couldn't end you. They couldn't end you. You've got a victory in the essential energy, and in the near future, it's time for you to get in your chariot. You've got a victory times 2, and you are leaving. They did not appreciate you. They didn't care about you. They're childish and vain. They tried to destroy you, and they couldn't do it. They're having anxiety. They don't know what you're going to do, but what you're going to do is get in that chariot and leave. And now they're having anxiety because they couldn't trap your gifts. They couldn't trap your connections. They couldn't trap your sacred wisdom. They couldn't trap your ability to manifest abundance. They couldn't trap your divine and sacred morals and ethics and compassion and care. Your high status and connections with Source Divine. They couldn't take it from you and pretend that it was theirs. So they've been defeated here. It was prophesied. You're not broken. They couldn't break you. They couldn't end you. They couldn't break you. Neither of you. Neither of you. They lost. They lost. The sun is here. They've experienced a downfall and you've experienced a rebirth. All is well. You've handled this perfectly, and it's time. Time for you to get in that chariot and take off. It's too late for them to take any action against you. They've got a long, long road ahead of them, and maybe you do too. You got a long, long journey ahead of you. It could be eternity. Or at least 1,000 years. Who knows? You're making plans for the future. How to drive the experiences of these third-party people. You know, they were trying to drive this high priestess into, hoe bag status or whatever. And so now, because they wanted this high priestess to be seen as them. And so now these ones are going to be driven by somebody who actually cares. The King of Cups is the new leader of this shadow side. I guess he's taken over for the devil or whatever. He's now in control of that realm, that domain. Many flames. Many flames. So these third parties have put out many flames. They were driving many flames into the shadows. Into the shadows. Destroying their lives. So now the King of Cups is here. He's the new leader of the shadow side, and folks are grieving. They're grieving. It didn't work out the way that they had planned. He's in charge. He's in charge of these third parties now. He's the new driver of their experience. He's the leader of this shadow side and of this particular realm. He's in charge. He's won the fight. With hand in hand with this high priestess, reunited. They've won the fight and they're in control of this now. They're the new drivers here in service to the collective. Crumbling. Everything that these ones built on the energy of the high priestess and this king of cups, it's crumbling. It's all falling apart. It wasn't their energy. It wasn't their abundance. It wasn't their manifestation. It was stolen intellectual property. It was their mental creation and dream. They don't get to keep it. It's being returned. So things are getting really rocky right now. They're tired. They don't have any energy. They're separated from you. Things are very difficult. They're tangled up and they can't free themselves from this mess that they got themselves into. They're seen as chaff. They can't settle down. They're being set adrift. There's no stability. They were tempted by this snake to come after you, and now everything's in pieces. They got caught up in this crazy drama, this rabbit hole. They got stuck in it. They got caught up in this whirlwind, and now they want to escape. They're trying to escape guilt. They want to run away from the guilt, but you're acting fierce. You're being very aggressive, and they're getting sent far, far away. And this is burned because what? They're an empty vessel, or maybe they are trying to look for an escape plan. They want to escape this. They've been conquered. They want forgiveness for playing games with love on the dark side. Yeah, well, this King of Cups, oh, look at, and you're leaving. You're leaving them alone. You're leaving them alone, and they're crushed, reaching out, trying to connect with you because you're the one who takes care of their needs. Everything is in ruins, and they have to face it. They weren't telling the truth. They were lying. And now they're not being supported. They're no longer supported by you. Nobody wants to support them. Third world enemy, many flames. In the shadow side, these many flames could be in the shadow side, on the dark side, where these third world enemies put them, pre-transitioning them and stuff, giving them lives of suffering and neglect. Ending their breathing experience in the temple, whatever. Cursing them. So, this King of Cups, woo! The new leader of the shadow side. You beat the devil. You took over the freaking realm. It's yours now. You're the new driver. And it's wonderful because you actually care. You didn't break any of your promises. You kept your promise. And you're getting your destiny. Victory, victory, victory. Victory. And you're ready. Yeah, making arrangements, making preparations. Public recognition. There is a promise here for a destiny for the future. You did not break any of your promises. You continued to be of service to these devils even when they were brutalizing you. They're feeling overwhelmed. The stress is draining them because they're going under. They're going under. They're addicted to your energy and codependent on your services. They don't know how to take care of themselves. What are you doing, my boy? What are you doing, baby? What doing? You all right? Oh, you're all right. Ooh, confinement. So we got the high priestess here with a codependent devil who's addicted to the services that she provides. Energy, gifts, this mystery, mastery. They're drowning, they're going under, they're feeling overwhelmed and stressed out because they're getting confined. They're going under. What was that called? Oh yeah, the what are you doing, boy? The vision, I had a vision. There was somebody who was very upset over suppression. This activity, this violent activity, trying to steal your peace, chasing after your destiny, your life, your personality, your character, your status, your position, your temple, your house, whatever. These childish, lazy brutalizers. Yeah. So they're being confined. They may be, they're confined from you. They're being unfreedom. They're being held captive. They can't get into your energy. They can't pull from you anymore. Look, bound to their commitments. That stuff that they tried to bind you to is on them. It's their stuff. It was their work. It was their desire. They worked very, very hard at it for a very, very long time. It was their work. And they're bound to it. They're the ones who created and worked for the contract. They're not at peace. They don't have any peace now. You are leaving it behind. Look, reunited. Reunited, and it feels so good. There's a visitation. Whoever this is that neglected you both, or neglected others, neglected the collective, they are getting visitations. So they could be getting haunted. It could be that it won't stop. They're at a crossroads. They can't move forward. They can't go back. And we got apology, but it came out in the reverse. You're not accepting apologies. They don't want to confess. It's time for you to get in your chariot and go. You're moving away from those who did not appreciate you, and they're having anxiety. They're having anxiety. They need to find a love they can count on. They were counting on your love, but you just don't care anymore. It's like, I'm not. Look, there's evidence of what they were doing against you. They can't lie about anything. There's this investigation. There's proof of how they didn't care about you. Everything they did to try to destroy you. They used you, brutalized you, sucked the services and the sacred out of you, trying to destroy you, trying to bind you to the dark side. You who were making their lives better. They've been defeated now. It was prophesied. They could not break you. They've lost. They could not break you. They have lost. You are not homeless. They couldn't kick you out of your vessel, your temple, your flesh suit. They couldn't take your house of wood. They couldn't destabilize you. They lost. You're the sun here. You've got a rebirth. You've got your vitality. All of your life force is yours now. Perfection. It's time for you to get in your chariot and move forward. And it's too late for them to take any action. There is a long road ahead of us. A long, long road ahead of us. Well, oh my gosh, it could be a long road ahead for this bully who won't be receiving saving. Nobody's going to come to help them. They're not covered by this high priestess anymore. They tried to destroy this high priestess, and the Most High knows what they've done. They're not going to get protection. They're going to get bullied. They're going to have to walk the walk of what they've done to this high priestess and to this King of Cups. This beautiful love. Yeah, through all their magic. All their magic. It could be now that they have to withstand all of this magic. Imagine a whole community, maybe more, each individual attacking you with their magic, trying to bury you. Many flames were put out in that way. So this bully has a long, long road ahead of them, and nobody's coming to save them. They could not trap you and your light and your blessed gift of energy and connection to Source, Divine, Creator. There is no marriage here. They don't get the marriage. Look. Third parties, no marriage. They were not faithful to it. They put out all these lights. They gained contract. They drove them into the dark. So they don't get a marriage. You're planning for the future. You're going to drive these third parties, I don't know, with these many flames. Maybe all the many flames that they put in the dark side are going to drive them. They don't get a marriage. Or maybe it's all those people that they made commitments to and promises to, and then were not faithful, and they broke all their promises. You didn't, though. You kept all your promises. King of Cups. Beautiful. Leader. New leader of the shadow side. These ones are in grief because the light won. The love won. And is now in control of those beings in that space. High quality. High value. There's going to be changes to the way things are done. Because you know what? He's a King of Cups and he loves valuable things. You know, this reminds me of my father. He puts like 3 coats of wax. He's got like 3 vehicles. One of them, big old truck. And he'll put like 3 coats of wax on that thing. It's incredible how much he cares for that stuff. When he has stuff that's of value, he tenderly cares for it. And he makes certain that it is kept in excellent order. And that's what's happening here. They're going to be raised. Or not. I don't know, man. They're going to be held to a higher standard, I think. They're going to be held to a higher standard. They're going to be held to a higher standard. So there is a reunion again of these sweethearts and their friends. And their friends. Look, family. And the mask wearers who were collaborating against that family are being stopped. You know, these doppelgangers who go out there and dress up and You know, create fake profiles, put on a mask, do whatever they need to do to be as you, and then cause drama with somebody. And then they say, I mean, I personally, there's somebody, what, in Oahu, says they know me. And then somebody else said that they had lunch with me the other day. I don't know this. This is strange to me. I have no idea what's going on. Somebody had a great idea to separate you, to keep you alone. And now they're confused and worried because it came back on them. They're alone now and they're sick. See? Because they're going through withdrawals. They're addicted to your energy and they're being rejected. So this is a surprise. There's a miracle here. They're having a nightmare. Your vow with spirit, with source, is putting them in a nightmare. And you're getting a promise of some real estate, some wealth, and a mega project. You, High Priestess, and this King of Cups here in this leadership role, you're making an investment together to build something magnificent. And those who were bribed to move against you, these third wheel enemies in the shadows, they fell into a trap. And now it's like King of Cups is in control of that arena there. He has the keys. Yay! Bravo! King of Cups. Wow. New King of Cups. He's the new leader of the shadow side. They're grieving because he has high values and high expectations. We're going to be doing things a little differently now. That's so excellent. I think that's so excellent. I'm sorry. Perhaps I shouldn't tell you how I feel about the read, but I do think it's so excellent. One person got mad at me because I was adding my own emotional thoughts and feelings about it to the read, and I was supposed to, I guess, be, what do you call that? Not involved or whatever. I don't know, but it's a story, you know. And when I read books or when I read anything, I get excited about it. It's just what it is. Look. So you've gained a victory here. You're ready. You are ready. There is preparations being made. You've been promised a destiny for not breaking any of your promises. You were faithful. You were true, even when everybody was lying to you and about you. You remained faithful and true. You did not break any of your promises. High Priestess here. Dealing with destructive behavior of this devil who's addicted to the services and the energy of this beautiful divine woman. They're feeling overwhelmed and stressed and they're going under. They feel like they're drowning. They're confined. They're in confinement. Nobody wants to work with them. They're being unfreedomed. They can't go anywhere. They're thinking about this competition, this fight, this rivalry. They have no peace. They don't want to chase after you anymore. They're bound to their commitments, to the contracts that they created, thinking that they had you trapped. And so they signed all these. This could have happened before, and they really thought they had it in the bag. They're being childish. They are childish. They're very immature and cruel. And you know, it's wild, but it is the immature ones. You know, the children can be some of the most vicious creatures on the planet. And these people, they look like an adult, but they're just an overgrown child, and they've had many, many years to practice their cruelty. Friendly. Look. Oh, now they want to be friendly. They want to approach you with nothing but kindness. But guess what? But guess what? That's a lie. That's a lie. They want to gaslight you. They want to purposefully manipulate your perception, the way you see things. You're in your boat here. High Priestess, King of Cups are in their boat. Reunited. And those that neglected you are getting visitations. Could be hauntings. There could be getting some hauntings. Look. Bad news in the reverse. You don't have to deal with any bad news. There's no bad news to share it with you. You're reunited and you're going away. You're going away. And those who hurt you, they're getting some visitations. They're stuck at a crossroads, perhaps. They are vain. This vanity made mistakes. They wish they could right their wrongs. They can't get out of this. They were not able to end you. You're not accepting an apology. Envy. Envy. They don't want to apologize. Yeah, they couldn't end you. They're not offering an apology. They're envious. It's time for you to get in your chariot and leave them behind. They didn't appreciate you. They're having anxiety because there's evidence all over the place of what they did. And unsolicited advice in the reverse. They did not take the advice that they were given. They were given an advice. Somebody advised them against this. They went forward and did it anyway. And there's evidence of it. So they've been defeated here with the Five of Swords. It was prophetic, or prophetically stated that they would. They could not break you. They lost. You're not homeless. They could not get you cast away. They could not get you cast away. There's yelling going on. They might be fighting with others in their surroundings. They've lost. They're mad. They want you to feel as badly as they do. They might be trying to telepathically scream at you, but, you know, I don't know what's going on there, how that's happening, because as far as I can tell, this arena that they have been abusing regarding the mental field that everybody kind of shares is kind of over. They don't have control of that anymore. Look at this obligation in the reverse. So you've got a rebirth here. You handled things to the perfect T. It's time, and it's too late for them to take any action. They've got a long, long road of being bullied, and nobody's going to come to their to save them. They have to withstand severe whatever, as you did. I don't know what you want to call it, but no, you're not obligated to help them. You're not obligated to save them. You're not obligated to provide a service to them anymore. You're not obligated to make their life any better. You don't have to improve their life. You don't have to cover them. You don't have to protect them. You're not offering them any welcome. They're not welcome in your energy anymore. They're abusive. You know, they dress up in your energy. They try to pretend that they are you, but they've never walked the walk. They don't know how difficult it is. Which is why you work with such high moral standards, with integrity and loyalty to the divine. You don't get yourself into this destructive behaviors. You don't go there, because it's a great responsibility to be that. But somebody like this wants to be brutal and somehow get a hold of it, snatch you, trap you, whatever. And then they're not that. They walk around and they dress up in that energy, and they're abusive. They're bully, and they laugh about it like it's fun, and it's not fun. It's not funny, And the Most High sees who's bringing that energy down there. Who's bringing the energy of my high priestess down there? And there could have been an illusion that had people thinking that the high priestess was actually behaving in that way because that was what they wanted to do. But the truth got out. The truth got out. We got vent. Somebody wants to get something off their chest. So you're making plans for the future. You're the sun. You got a rebirth. You're full of vitality, full of life. You're making plans for the future. You are the new driver of this third party business, this infidelity, this hoe-baggedness, whatever, that has been putting out many, many flames and ending many, many marriages. Okay, they've abused this third-party Jezebel spirit has ended many, many marriages, ended many, many flames, put out the light. There's something to be vented here. Something's going to be getting off the chest and vent. Get it off the chest. That means something's going to be said. Something's going to be... And when you vent, it's not like you just say, well, this is my perspective and blah, 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 blah. No, when you vent, it's like yelling. And that's what's happening here. They could be venting. King of Cups is the new leader of the shadow side. He has overcome whatever devil was in charge there, and they're in grief because he has high morals and high values and high expectations, and they're going to have to get with it. Travel. There could be travel. They have to go somewhere. Maybe they're going to go somewhere. There's a reservation. There's a reservation. They're going to go to school. They're going to go learn a lesson. They're going to go learn how to become high value people. I don't know. They're in grief. This King of Cups has the reins. And he has ideas about what should be going on here. We got check in. Somebody may need to check in. They want to catch up, make sure everything's going well, but you are uninterested. They're desperate. They're uncertain. Their intentions are unclear. They don't know what to do. You're happy here. They could be curious about your happiness. You've got great news regarding a career here, and that's going to throw the greedy ones into chaos because you're flipping stuff to positive. You're improving life. And there could be a date set for that. Maybe you're about ready to go on a date. This tribe wants to apologize. There's something growing inside of them. They want to reconnect, but it's a trick. They want to trick you regarding your future. Yeah, they want to deliberately manipulate your perception of reality. They want to come in and plant seeds as to how they feel the future should go and then watch you manifest their dream. And you're saying goodbye. You're the gift and you're saying goodbye. You're saying goodbye to the past. It's over. You're releasing it. I'm going to leave it there because I think that that's wonderful. I just love the way this pulled out. This King of Cups, the one who loves, is the new leader of the shadow side. And they're grieving because he has high values, high morals, and high expectations. and they're traveling. There could be a school where they're going to go for training. He's figuring out what he wants to do with them, because they put out many flames, many lights, many marriages, ended many marriages, left in disaster, many children, mentally chaos with their parents fighting. Horrid. Yeah, there's some stuff going on. Alrighty then, so I hope that this clarifies something that you may have already intuitively knew, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.